Hi, my name is Liliana Molina. Many people know me as Lily. Today we're going to talk about a certain experience that happened to me when I was a kid. So let's get on to it. I'm sure that when we were kids, once or twice, our parents forgot to pick us up at school. It's something that happened to almost every single kid, and it's like a canon event for everyone at this point. My dad used to forget me at school a lot of times. Whenever I changed schools, whenever I started a new grade, it would always be the same. Every year, it happened. At this point, I was expecting it whenever it happened. He would be an hour late or a few more minutes late, and I would be part of the forgotten kids at that point. But I was never the last kid to be picked up. There was one day in 6th grade, back in elementary, where it had been a very productive school day. You know, the usual drawings, complimenting sentences, reading, and stuff like that. School was over, and I was finally going home to play my favorite games on the PC. Of course, I was excited about going back to my house because what kid is not excited to leave school? I mean, to this day, it's the only thing I wait the whole day. But anyways, that's not the point. I remember waiting for my name to be called out by my professor, but time passed by and my name was never called. Ever. It was now serious at this point because even the forgotten kids I used to hang out with were already leaving. Of course, my child head thought that something might have been wrong, that maybe my parents were busy doing something, that maybe something had happened and they were not gonna pick me up early. The thing is, I started to get very curious when my arch nemesis, Camille, was leaving. Why did she leave before I did? The hell was going on? Of course, I decided to go up to a teacher and say, "Hey, can I call my mom? It's been a while and she hasn't come and picked me up. Can I call her?" No, what this lady said to me when I asked her. Do you want to know? She said, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't have the phone to do that. I cannot. And you cannot go to the principal's office. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You have to wait." She made me wait. She made me wait for my parents to get here. Of course, the school hours of the afternoon shift for the children would begin shortly, so I could not stay in my classroom any longer because they were gonna occupy it. So they had no choice but to get me to the waiting room, which wasn't even a waiting room. It was just like a school room with a few doors here and there, and that's it. I stayed there for a really long time with no friends, no phone, nothing I could entertain myself with. I feel like I was dying at that moment because what was going on? Why won't my parents come and pick me up? Meanwhile, with my parents, there was this little dilemma. Turns out, my mom had called my dad. And she called him and goes like, "Hey, have you already picked up the girl from school?" And my dad goes, "What? Weren't you gonna pick her up?" "What? No, I told you, especially you, specifically, that you have... Oh my god, wait, where is she right now? I mean, I don't know, I didn't get her, why am I supposed to know? Oh my god, where are you right now?" I'm at Walmart. Yes, my parents had forgot. My mom had told my dad that he was gonna pick me up, so my dad was supposed to come and pick me up, but he understood it all wrong. He thought that my mom was gonna be the one to pick me up. Yeah, none of them. Both of them came to pick me up. Meanwhile, I was living off the candy I found in my backpack that had possibly been there for a few weeks. I even made a friend with a dude from high school that was passing right in front of the door I was. We talked for a while and I was like, "Oh yeah, my parents forgot me." What time did you got out? At 12:45 or something. It was 2:30 p.m. I had been there for hours, and at some moment, the director came to tell me that they would possibly take me to the div if my parents didn't come and pick me up. But out of nowhere, a car comes up and rolls down the window. Hi, we're here to take a Lily. It was my grandparents, not even my dad, neither my mom, my grandparents. I got up to the car, finally relieved that I'm finally going home, and they go, what happened? Why didn't your parents pick you up? And I was like, I don't know. And my grandpa goes, well, her mom is working and her dad is at Walmart. So yeah, they both organized terribly. To make me feel better, my grandparents bought me a Little Caesars pizza and we headed right straight to their home. Yeah, after that day, I didn't talk for my parents for a few minutes because they made me forget about it and forgive them. So yeah, that was the story about how I got forgotten at school and I almost got sent to the diff. I hope you liked it and I hope you paid attention. Anyways, bye!